Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
and welcome to Delight in Fright. We have a very special guest with us today. We have Lewis Martin, writer, director, cinematographer, producer, editor of Itching Spider. Welcome,
Hello,
everyone,
hello.
to episode 92 of Delight in Fright. And this is the lovely Luna. Say hello.
Hey, everybody.
And this is our first stream with restream. I liked how it's like go. I felt like I was supposed to like hit some buttons or something, like back, forward. I don't know. What it was like before it went to the countdown.
I was ready. Yeah,
You
it
were
got me
ready.
going. Yeah.
Launch. Let's go. Yeah.
Yay! Let's do this.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so it's nice to do it on the back end to do just some changes and tweaks cuz StreamYard wanted like $50 and I'm like,
Yeah.
we're kind of independent. We don't have the budget for that. So this is
No.
free and we're
They
able
wanted
to
our
stream.
firstborn child, and we were like, I can't have kids. And Luna was like, no.
No. Yeah, so we're able to stream on for free on Twitch and YouTube. So we're very excited about that.
We like free stuff.
Free is good.
If it works, then it's all good.
And Lewis was kind enough to join us from Glasgow, Scotland, and it's 3 a.m. there. Are
It
you
is
normally a night owl? You normally stay up late?
sometimes, yeah. Three's usually like when I start to think, okay, you can hear birds outside. It's a bad time. We get good script ideas. I'd say staying up till 3.
When you get a little delirious and you're somewhere
Yeah,
between awake and sleep, then the cool stuff starts happening, right?
absolutely. Especially for like slightly bizarre stuff that freaks you out a wee bit. It's really good.
You're like, was that real? Was it a
Yeah,
dream?
yeah.
Yeah. Chris said, "Yay, the intro is back." Yeah, the intro is back because we don't have to pay $50 a month. That's why it's back. I ain't paying no $50.
No.
No, even if we split it up, that's 25 a piece, and that's more than YouTube for 2 months.
Hmm.
Not YouTube,
Yeah.
Netflix. All the things that charge stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
They
Everybody
have
wants
just
our money.
Yeah, they've recreated cable, but they've just set it all up through different streaming stuff.
And that is very true. That is very true.
Or maybe
Very
the
interesting
price.
take.
Yeah, I'm saying cable as if that's a term we use in Scotland. We don't. We have like a anyway. That's TV. That's not
What do
funny.
you call it in Scotland?
Yeah, what do you call it in Scotland?
So we had a skybox. That was like a thing. Like people would always ask, like, "Oh, did you have a skybox or not growing up?" And it was like, I think it's your guys' version of cable. It's probably like the same company that's
That
just.
sounds much cooler.
It does. Yeah.
Or maybe a little too cool. It sounds kind of Skynet. Like, no,
Hmm. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
robots, be nice. We're being nice to you.
Yeah, and it was like the first time you could like pause or rewind, and it was like,
Okay.
okay, this is a big deal for me as a kid who watched just cartoons over and over all day, pretty much, whenever I could. Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Louis. What are you up to, and why are you on the show? Tell our viewers a little bit about you.
So I've made a bizarre film that came from an idea when I was watching in the back of a van, watching not captured in the back of a van, but watching my friend drive as we were driving up from Manchester to Glasgow, and they were smoking a lot, but then also we were listening to some weird, very pretentious organ music for some reason because I don't know, we're all musicians, and for some reason that's what we were doing, and I kind of got this idea from I don't know, just being in that atmosphere. It all kind of came at once, and I thought I'd always written a script and worked on it, worked on, worked on. And I thought, what if it's like literally just what we're seeing here in this weird concept? And it seemed like such a massive idea to do using spoilers like water and also doing it in a way that's safe and a way that looks good with lighting and everything. Um, and so a bit of background about me is I've always made films since I was really young, and yeah, I each time things that get me motivated are usually challenges like this, and it seemed like kind of a cool concept. And it was, I don't know, why do we do anything? It's one of those things. Just makes you have a sense of purpose. And I thought, let's try do it. Let's see how it turns out. And here I am to tell you all about it.
Awesome, awesome. So did they have candy to lure you into the van? Or it was just the Mary Jane? They were like, "Hey," and you were like, "Yeah."
It was a lot of fudge. I'll be honest.
Fudge? Nice, nice.
Yeah, it was fudge. It
Good
was
stuff.
toast, beans on toast. Um, it was a
I
lot of
heard
that.
that's a big thing. Beans on toast. It's just breakfast, lunch, whatever.
I had it today. It's good. Yeah, you can have it at any point. It's quite controversial. I hear from. Is that true in America? It's like, oh, they have beans on toast. It's kind of like disgusting because it is a wee bit
It's not
disgusting.
disgusting. Like we like baked beans, and we like toast. It's just
Yeah.
like I put chili on toast or chili on bread. It's just
Hmm.
there's some ground beef in it and it's got a little more seasoning.
That
But
sounds good.
my dad would just open a can of beans and just be like, and just get some bread or toast or whatever,
Yeah,
whatever, he had,
that's my kind of guy. I like that.
Uh, well, I'm from Mexico, Latin America. We eat a lot of rice and beans. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, we don't use toast, we use rice. But it's still a carbohydrate
Yeah,
if you
I
think about
think.
it.
Yeah, toast is the lazier option though. It's so easy to make toast. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, right. Yeah, the rice takes a little more steps. You're right.
We
yeah.
used to make like grilled cheese. Like I didn't know how grilled cheese was properly made because we would just do toast with some butter and a piece
Hmm.
of cheese, and that was grilled cheese.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
fast, it's easy, just like yay, grilled cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like we see people doing it all fancy like with like layers of cheese, and we're like, what the hell is
What the hell
that?
is this? Yeah. Yes, exactly. They put the butter and the little seasonings. You're like, what the fuck is this?
It's a whole new
Speaking of
thing.
food, Luna got some food. What you got, Luna? What you got?
I got Portillo's. Portillo's. They just delivered it. That's why we were a little late. Sorry, guys. I didn't want to.
Girls gotta eat.
Yes. Speaking of girls gotta eat, uh, uh, Louis, your film Itching Spider. Um, it's a short film. You guys can watch it for free on YouTube,
Hmm.
and it's very short, very interesting though. What kind of emotions were you trying to kind of get out of it? Because I got a lot of anxiety because, like,
Hmm.
as you're going, things start happening, and it's like, and then at the end, you have the kind of climax ending. But the whole time, I'm just sitting there, like, getting anxious and anxious and anxious and anxious and anxious, and I'm like, oh girl, here we go.
Good.
So,
Yeah.
is that something that you were trying to invoke in your audience?
Yeah. Before I say exactly what did you both? Is that kind of a? I love hearing what folks' reactions are, just because I don't know. I think that's the most interesting thing as a filmmaker to
Hmm.
hear is the reaction
I
from folks.
I felt the same way. Definitely felt the tension building, and but I kind of picked up on like addiction. That's what I kind of picked up on some sort of addiction between the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because so that's kind of like a mixture of those two things is kind of for the world when it's both an addiction of any sort with the anxiety and the inevitability of it that in this world kind of yeah, it's like how can I put those feelings in that context on film, and that was what I tried to do. And with that, in that world, there's I want the audience to feel anxious, but the characters not to look anxious. And like when you hear a phone ring in a film, you want the characters to pick it up. You're
Mhm.
feeling that, but they're not feeling it yet. That's what I want to do with anxiety in this film.
You definitely
Gotcha.
did an amazing job. The cinematography was beautiful.
Cool,
I
thank you.
love the eye shots, the pupils dilating, just kind of showing their tension and what they were putting into their body,
Hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
like,
Yeah.
you know, it seemed like what they were doing, they were trying to survive, but I
Mhm.
kind of felt like they were giving up.
Hmm.
Like it just
Hmm.
became too much at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I did kind of get that at the end, but you saw the struggle. There's a struggle of the female protagonist in your short film. I won't kill it for you guys because the whole movie is for you guys. I will post a link to. The whole thing is on YouTube. And we weren't sure if we would be able to show it on stream for everybody, but Kat had brought it up, and we kind of were like, I wasn't too
Hmm.
sure, so that's why I didn't give her an answer. But I think people should definitely go watch it.
Yeah. I'd be fine to show it on stream or even a section of it if I don't know if you're able to do that or not. But yeah, I'd be totally fine with that. Obviously.
And I
Um,
wanted to shout out to the actors, Sasha McPherson
yeah,
and Stephen Kerr. They did an amazing job.
they're great. They're both in lots of different local short films and it's hard to miss them in the Glasgow film scene. I would say, and I thought, I don't know, they just seemed really right for the part. And when I was asking people, I went both to them directly because they'd done. I don't know. They seemed right for whatever reason, but it was kind of like when you're filming in water and stuff, you have to get people who are up for an uncomfortable um, few hours in water and also cold at night. Um,
Yeah, if it's a night shoot, you gotta be
yeah,
cold and in water.
yeah, cold at water um, in Scotland. Although it was actually really warm that day, we were very lucky. But they didn't know that signing up. Like, who knows what it could have been like. Um,
It could have been very cold. Yeah.
yeah, the best cast and crew I could have asked for that shit
Mm.
for sure.
Yeah, there's one particular scene where it kind of made me feel like acceptance, because at the end, like I was mentioning, you see the protagonist trying to do an action and kind of failing at it, and then at the end, she's overloaded, and you kind of see a big sigh from her, and then she's overtaken.
Hmm.
So that kind of, to me, kind of just like symbolized like a coming to terms with your reality and kind of giving into the situation, not giving up, but just letting it happen, just saying, okay, this is how it's going to be, I just need to go with it. And just kind of, it was very cathartic in a way to see that ending, even though it was not the
Hmm.
best, as in like not the happiest or the
Yeah,
most joyous,
yeah.
but it was kind of refreshing to see, okay, she's no longer struggling. She's kind of come to terms and accepted her reality in that situation. And even though it was not the best, you still
Hmm.
got a sense of, okay, this is how it's gonna be, and you get some of that closure that coming, like that kind of like anxiety and buildup that was happening, just kind of transcends into, uh, okay, this is what it's gonna be. Kind of like
I
release.
kind of took it a little bit different. I
You
was kind
did. Oh.
because you can't see what's going on underneath the water, right? I was thinking maybe once they got under the water, that that fight response might be ignited within them so that they could do something to get out of that situation. So I love that you don't spell it out for us, Lewis. You give us
Hmm.
the
The
option to kind of, what would you do in that kind of situation? It helps you more put yourself in that situation. Like, would I continue to fight or would I give up?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I thought that was just awesome.
and it's always you think like how much should a director after something's out, how much should you give away about what you feel about it or what you were thinking initially? Because I definitely have a few things about it that were in mind for choosing the ending, like that specific part. Um, but you've got to leave some mystery to it, I think.
Yeah, you
Um,
did. Like I said, Kid and I saw the exact same thing, and we got
Hmm.
two different interpretations, which is very very fascinating. And we also come from two different, very different worlds, and very different backgrounds where we grew up. So it's very interesting how we interpret that based on our
And I
life.
think it can change, like a lot
Yeah.
of films do, when you view it in your life. Like if you were to
Hmm.
watch it again in a different time of your life, you would see something completely different or feel things differently. So that's always, an amazing thing to do within a short film less than 5 minutes. That's just like I can't even imagine trying to do something like that myself. So that was just really awesome.
cool. That's so cool to hear. Because yeah, you never. I feel like it's hard to get a response when you put something on YouTube. You don't necessarily see people's reactions too much or like what they were thinking about it. Um, and when you're able to show something in public, it's great because for the first time you kind of get to hear. We were lucky we had a couple festivals we could go to, and I wasn't really watching the film. I was kind of just listening to see because you spend so long hunched at a computer looking at this thing, and it's like, is this going to actually resonate with anybody? Um, so yeah, it's cool to hear what you guys kind of thought about it.
Yeah, definitely. I know when you first pitched it to us, you were very proud of having had less than a pound, a thousand and pound of
You less than a
money,
hundred, yeah,
100.
yeah,
Oh, that's what you said. Okay.
yeah.
So how did you manage that? Because you had to pay the actors, I'm sure. But what about your equipment? What about manpower? What about, like, were you just one man banding it, or how did you manage that?
Um, Nobody was paid for this whatsoever because I was lucky to have such an amazing crew around me who knew that we would never get funding for shooting something like this. So I absolutely just had to call in all favors, made favors for the cast and crew in future, which if they're watching, you guys are still to cash in uh, on that. um, and yeah, it was just a very, very small crew. And the way we made it happen was literally for about 4 or 5 months before um, shooting, I was looking around the streets of Glasgow for uh, just trash to build a set with and staple it together in my garden. Um, and at night, we'd have to take it into my room, and I lived in that set that you see when you watch the film. I was in that for probably like 3 months in that nightmare of a place. Um, and yeah, so it was just an expensive shoot, which I don't know. I think when you're starting off as a filmmaker, you kind of have to, um, I don't know, find people around you who are want to do something somewhat ambitious. When it's quite different from like if you live down in London, it's quite different from being a filmmaker in Glasgow, where it's a much more,
Grassroots, you would say?
yeah, yeah, for sure. And you kind of have to have get each other's back to help make something like this, I think.
Awesome. How did you do the water shots? How did you make that watertight or did you
Yeah.
move parts of the set somewhere else?
Yeah, so it was kind of like a floor base with two like fences either side, with pallets that then we drilled in. So we brought all this separately um to a beach and drilled in the sides so we had a structure, and then panels slatted in with all the moving parts for the set so that we
Okay.
could drill behind the set and operate it, like blow smoke through. So as it's in the water, there's also two people either side, um, operating parts of the machinery while the actors were working, so we could have stuff spinning behind. Um, and this was all stuff from the street, like old Hoover pieces or vacuum cords or all sorts of stuff. And then, yeah, and then we slowly push it in the water chronologically to make it look like it's getting deeper over time. Because, yeah, that was the only way I could think of where can I get a huge amount of water without paying thousands of pounds for like the
Yeah,
set. Yeah, yeah, water to fill the set rather than the other way around, pushing into water. So yeah, that's how we did it.
that's awesome.
Mm.
And I was reading somewhere that to get the lighting to bounce the way that you did, you painted the set gold.
Yeah,
That's just
Oh.
brilliant.
yeah. So we did like a test before where we'd had different spray paints that went in black and white, because when shooting in black and white, we can kind of take some liberties, and also, yeah, we did some tests, and gold looked the most like it was kind of real metal, and also we can shoot with one light that then bounces off all the gold, so that we don't have to have more lights, so that we can shoot in the ocean pretty much.
Mm.
Awesome.
How did you keep all your equipment safe? Because electronics and water don't really mix. So how did you make sure your cameras didn't get fried in the water?
I just made sure I was operating so that it was completely my fault if anything like that happened, and then um, yeah, just held on unbelievably tight, and there was no waves, so it was okay. It was like very mild.
That's good.
And yeah, the light, the light we had, we'd put like floats around it so that if it did fall, it would be okay, like a globe, sort of thing, so that, you know, I don't think if it was dropped, we'd all get electrocuted, because the cord was away from the battery. But none of us were. Well, we just shot far away with the light. Let's say that we're all good. But yeah, nobody got electrocuted, so
Nobody got that's it. That's kind of an important part,
it is
you know.
definitely, yeah,
Nobody got hurt. Everybody had fun. Nobody got paid. But hey, you guys are making art. Sometimes that's the beautiful thing is to make art.
yeah,
So
yeah.
tell us a little bit about your your history with horror. What got you into horror or sci-fi, so to speak?
I suppose I don't. I've always really liked as a filmmaker that like starting. I was kind of you're figuring out what your strengths are, and I really wasn't sure for a while, experimenting with lots of different sort of all based around drama, filmmaking, some documentary as well, but mostly storytelling felt like it was kind of um the part that I felt I could do most. Um and over time I'd been hired to do like lots of music videos and stuff like that that are very visual. And so I thought like, well, what I'm not gonna write like, I don't know, a cheesy rom com or something. I love a good cheesy rom com, but I couldn't do it. I'm not the voice for for that.
Yeah,
But
I don't blame you.
yeah, but then I don't know. There's something about thrillers and horrors that really make you feel something, and I think there's an interesting thing about like why do we watch it, and I don't know. There's just something to it that makes it a bit more exciting than everything else, and I can see my career trying to move in that direction because it is so expressive. Like when I was shooting a music video, there's quite a lot of potential for bizarre imagery and new feelings that are kind of unexplored. That's kind of one of the main things is how do you do something new? And I think in horror and thriller, there's a lot of room to do that. I think.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of learning and a lot of growing that you must do to with any sort of project and with anywhere that you want to go. What kind of drew you into horror? Was it like the suspense aspect of it, or what kind of horror do you like personally? Sci-fi, my favorite, fantasy horror, or what kind of are you into?
What are some good fantasy horrors? I'm trying to think.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
Labyrinth,
yeah,
Pan's
yeah.
Labyrinth.
Hmm. Hmm.
What you trying to look for?
I loved I loved his the shorts he did recently on Netflix. Did you like them or no? The
Yeah.
Guillermo
Yeah.
del Toro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
Oh
great.
yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fantasy horror. You got old school Frankenstein,
Hmm.
Dracula. Thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate it. We got rated with a party of 5 on Twitch. Our first time in a while on Twitch, and we already got a bunch of people rating. That's so fantastic. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. So
Yeah,
Awesome.
I
now
think
we're a full party.
I think definitely psychological horror is kind of an aspect that I really like. There's something about more psychological thriller that kind of has a tension that can genuinely scare me in a way that I like jump scare stuff, but it's a different sort of thing. It's more a mental battle, and it kind of challenges the mind in a weird way that um, can leave you not sure how to feel sometimes. So I think I kind of like a lot of that stuff. Old Boy is like my favorite film of all
Nice.
time
Nice. I
That
love
one's
that.
good.
for so many reasons. Like I rewatched it recently and I'd forgotten there was like a part with like ants crawling on him at the start, and I completely forgot about it. It caught me off guard, even though I've seen it so many times. And um, yeah, stuff like that.
So you
I
like
absolutely
messing
love.
with people's heads, huh,
Oh
Lewis?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We dig
I'm
it.
a freak.
We
Yeah.
dig it. We dig it. So, speaking of messing with people's heads, what kind of cool stuff are you working on in the future? What can we expect from you going forward?
So I'm gearing myself up eventually to do an indie psych thriller feature film. It seems quite far away at the moment, but in the meantime, I'm going to be making lots of cool um, collaborations collaborations with music videos, a lot of visual stuff I just kind of make to share because it takes a while for a project to come out, and so sometimes I'll just have an idea that I want to put out, and it's just an idea for the sake of it. And I think in general, there's some stuff coming out soon that will be I don't want to spoil, but I'm really excited about. And
Mm.
yeah, keep in touch. Check my stuff. I'll have some good stuff soon that I can't spoil, but is in a similar vein, and but kind of takes up to a next level, which yeah, I'm pretty excited about.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely look forward to connecting with you once that project is come to fruition, and
Yeah,
we can definitely record some more and do some more cool stuff.
that
And
sounds
and and
great.
maybe you can hint about a runtime. Are you looking maybe to stretch the 5 minutes a
Yeah,
little bit? A little
definitely.
bit?
Yeah,
Oh
Okay.
because
yeah.
this one was good as like a proof of concept, sort of like, oh, here's like an idea of a feeling. But then once you have that, you can take it and use an example of things you can't explain. So yeah,
Yeah.
now it's time to actually do the big thing with that. Now that I can kind of describe a wee bit more what the hell I'm talking about.
Yay.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So for Louis, since it is 3 a.m. his time. We are not going to hold him hostage anymore. But yeah, thank you so much, Louis. If you want to stick around for the raffle, you're more than welcome to. But I understand it's 3 a.m. So stick around if you can. And if not, we totally understand.
It was amazing chatting to all of you. And I will speak to you again if you'll let me on for a less secretive explanation of what I'm doing next.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed. 'Cause it's 4
Yes, yes.
Good
Go
night.
ahead. Good night. Thank you for joining us, and
Bye.
thanks
May
you for
the muses give you creepy dreams and
Thank you.
ideas
an
for
Thank
idea.
more lovely writing.
Fantastic. Great to speak to you all. Bye.
Bye.
So Luna,
Okay.
can everybody see the comments over here?
What do you mean?
The comment, there's like comments on the right hand side of my screen. I wanted to ask if everybody can see that or just us.
Mm. Oh, what people are chatting?
Yeah.
No, until like let's say for example this. I would have to click to show it on the actual
Oh.
big screen. But yeah,
Could I click it and do it? I'm curious.
try
Does
it.
it give me an option?
No, it doesn't show.
No.
I'll have to finagle with the settings.
I'm just curious.
I'm not sure
I'm
how to
like,
do
what does
that
this
just yet.
button do? No,
Yes.
no.
Block.
Y'all have ever watched Dexter's Lab? I'm definitely the DD character pushing all the buttons. Just you on screen, but if you're here, we can see. If we're
Exactly.
here, we can. Oh, if they're logged in, they can all see it. Just
Yeah.
people that are
Yeah. Also
joining us
too.
live.
Yeah. Also too. I believe if they rewatch it, they'll see it all on the.
Oh, on the stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of wondering if
They'll
they
stay
could.
there. Unless you ban them and block them, but we don't have any trolls.
No trolls yet.
No. We haven't earned our hate viewers or like Luna's fat or whatever. Ban. We don't have one of those yet. But try me, please. I've been dying to ban the fuck out of somebody.
Like, bring it on. Bring it.
So what do we have next?
We have all our names of
Oh.
all our subscribers.
Thank you, thank you. We have Raven saying, Luna's amazing. Oh yeah. Ban, block.
Yeah. She'll click on that one for sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we ready to see who wins our mystery box? What's in the box?
Oh no, look at this one. You
Oh.
guys suck.
Oh, takes
boo.
one to know one.
Ooh.
I know you are
Block.
by.
Ban.
That's right. You're sleeping on the couch tonight, buddy.
Oh god. Anyways.
So let's draw our winner. I think I've shaken it up enough. This face
God.
hugger, he's a little disoriented. Okay, that's a good thing. We don't want him.
Whoa. Too much
sucking
green
any-
lights. Just kidding.
Sucking any faces. All right, here we go. I have
right.
one, and the name is
Ooh, who's gonna win?
Timothy Murdoch.
Timothy Murdoch.
Frankenslime 13. Frankenslime 13.
Do we have Timothy Murdoch in the chat?
In the house?
Timothy Murdoch going one.
Well, reach out to us, Timothy.
Timothy.
And we will mail you your prize.
Yeah, Kat, if you want to post the winner on our socials, so that way they can also reach out on one of those avenues in case they.
And I will give away one item of what one thing is for everybody to see from the Ash versus Evil Dead series. I had the pleasure of meeting Dana De Lorenzo, and she plays the character Kelly Maxwell, which is a badass bitch kicking ass for 3 seasons. and she was kind enough to sign this for me. It doesn't have the game, but you could put the game in it. There's lots of Blu-rays as well, but she signed this for me. She was so sweet, asked, "How can I help your podcast? What can I do to help indie horror fans?" And I said, "Well, we're having a box challenge, a what's in the box, and if you have anything you could help us put in the box." And she signed this for me for free.
Is Peltra's head in the box?
You'll have to find out.
Tim,
We'll have
Tim,
Timothy. Timothy will have to film a little box opening for us to see all the other goodies in the box and see if Gwen's head's in there.
Mm.
Mm. Or maybe it'll be Brad Pitt's head. Oh, I'll switch it up, make it weird.
Yeah,
That's
a
what we
little
do
weird.
here. We make things weird.
Mm. Brad Pitt, huh?
Mhm.
At least it's not Leonardo DiCaprio, because then we'd have a whole Inception.
Mhm.
A head within a head within a head.
Mhm. Brad Pitt messed up.
Yeah.
He had my Angelina Jolie. Couldn't keep her. Nah, it's just mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yes.
That's why she'll never be fulfilled until she goes to me.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you guys next week. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We love the banter on here.
Yeah,
But no, but seriously, speaking of next week, we have a very, very fun one. So our friend over at Horrific Podcast, you guys know him. He's been on our show before. He is going to do something very, very fun with us. He is going to do, and it's Colin, by the way. You guys know him as our Irishman.
the grumpy Irish guy that hates everything. But we
Yes,
love him.
grumpy Irishman hates everything and will probably hate this one too. We are watching Great White Waters. It's
Ooh.
free on Tubi. It's like just came out, literally 2025, brand new. We're a little late on Shark Week, but it's
Oh,
fine.
wow.
Shark Week
Oh,
is
wow.
always
Yeah.
lives in our hearts.
It's a lifestyle for
Yeah,
us.
exactly. It's a lifestyle. So yeah, so he was Colin was kind enough to join us for Great White Waters. So it's going to be cocaine and sharks in Miami, I believe. So
All right. Cocaine
so
shark.
yeah, it is free on Tubi. So pretty much millions of cocaine go missing in Florida's coast. That's why I wanted to watch it, because Florida,
Yeah.
Florida
It's
residents
Florida
current
shark with cocaine.
cocaine and Miami, and people trying to go get the cocaine, but the sharks are like our cocaine. So cocaine.
The sharks
That's
need a cut. I love it.
cocaine. Yeah.
And all they
It's
could do is rub it on their teeth,
yeah. It's gonna be a wild, off the chain episode, and I'm very excited for this one because we needed something less serious and more goofy to kind of, yeah. Cocaine bear, cocaine shark, and Florida.
Nice.
But it makes sense for Florida. Like cocaine
Yeah.
shark, yeah, totally Florida.
We see that all the time. I mean, there's cocaine
gators. Yes. Cocaine gators. Oh yeah, all the time. It happens, The
Yes,
Big Meanie
party
said
shark.
it's a movie by the Asylum. I just watched it. Oh, cool. Cool, Meanie. We're very excited to see Great White Waters. Yeah, so next week, Colin will join us, and Kat and I will be here to join in the grumpy man cocaine Florida action. It's gonna be
we'll
fun.
have to school Colin a little bit on
About
Florida creatures and people. It's just different down here.
It's different for
it's
sure.
the swampiness. I don't know.
It's the flesh-eating amoeba. It starts eating people's brains, and then
we
they
all
go
have
like,
it. We just don't realize it.
yeah, until it's too late, and then you're eating cocaine, sharks, and stuff. But yeah. So that's gonna be fun. See you guys next week, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Colin, thank you so much again for joining us. I know it's gonna be about 3 a.m. your time, but we're definitely excited for another fun show of awesomeness.
And thank you, Lewis, for joining us. May you
Thank
have
you.
sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams are made of this. So see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Cassier, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And I want to thank you for listening to Delight and Fright with your hosts, Luna and Cat, a podcast for outcasts.